Skills and talents we never knew we had, to seek new knowledge, to discover new pathways, to become more curious and to be engaged with the world of ideas, with the practical realities that surround us, and with finding solutions to the needs we observe. How does that happen? It happens through the efforts of committed faculty and devoted friends who prod us, support us, find opportunity for us, and who accept nothing but the best from us. People who genuinely care about us. We've all felt at times, I suspect, that the work here was so hard we weren't sure how we would rise to the challenge. But we did. And by doing so, discovered new confidence in our ability and a depth of energy we never knew existed. For me, William & Mary was and is transforming. It has opened my vision, expanded my horizons, and taught me to aspire to be my best self. Can it possibly have been any different for you? We learn here never to accept the confinement of expectations, nor to settle for anything less than our loftiest thoughts and aspirations. We're conditioned to ask not merely why, but why not? We've been encouraged to believe we can succeed, that we can lead, we can make a difference. This is the spirit that permeates this place. It's a spirit I hope this college and its students never lose. And William & Mary is service. The spirit of service has come to be a defining characteristic of the college, not just because William & Mary has supported it, but rather because of the way you live and the way you embrace the ethic of service. It inspires all of us who watch. We see it in the more publicized activities like international service trips or Project Phoenix or Alpha Phi Omega, and exists in trash pickup on the roadways, ecological initiatives, efforts to feed the poor and hungry, and in countless acts of kindness. Service gets embedded in our heart here. It becomes a part of our understanding of the kind of person we want to be. And whether you become accountants, or lawyers, or scientists, or artists, or parents, or business people, or teachers, I hope you always find a way to serve. William & Mary is integrity. It's here that honor is affirmed, and that we're taught how our character grows and develops is as important as the expansion of our minds. And William & Mary is traditions. I think that's because our traditions affirm our values so well. They remind us not only of the history of William & Mary, but also of its promise. I can't tell you how many times in the last few weeks I've been asked, well, what is your favorite tradition? I don't have one favorite. I love Yule log and appreciate the tolerance you've shown me as I've ignored all rules of rhyme and meter in my annual reading. For sheer beauty, nothing quite compares with this candlelight ceremony we're about to have. Opening convocation is uplifting, and I still get goosebumps when the big double doors behind me here are open and our newest students stroll through to the applause of those who've come before them. Can there be any warmer welcome or more powerful expression of community than that? And finally, William & Mary is people. In the final analysis, it really is about the people here. It's the group of friends we had on our freshman hall and with whom we still stay in touch. It's the best friend who has become as close as a brother or sister. It's the faculty members who took the time to know how we were doing, to ask what our dreams were. The teacher who, even though we only took one course from her, always remembered our name and had an open door when we had a question. It's the people who have served our food and who joked with us when we felt a little down, and the people who cleaned our buildings even when it was we who had made the mess. It's the president who came to our events, and it's the people from our service trip, our team, our fraternity or sorority. And for me, it's been colleagues who helped me achieve my greatest dreams, and most importantly all of you, the students I have known. those of you who have greeted me as I sometimes hurried across campus, those of you who have dropped me a note or who have sat on a bench on Dog Street and shared a sandwich with me, those of you who have greeted me so warmly when I attended one of your events, those of you who have shared your concerns with me, and those of you kind enough to let me glimpse your dreams. You made me feel special. There's so many of you, and you mean so much to me. You have no idea what a difference you've made in my life. There's magic in the influence we have on each other here. I dare say we have learned as much through the friendships we have formed and from those people who have mattered to us here as we have ever learned in the classroom and in the laboratory. Both have been important to the people we have become. And many more things I could include on my list. I'll close with a modified quote from a former president, John Stuart Bryan, who wrote more than 50 years ago that what William & Mary, and I quote, gives to its students is the will to go forward, the courage to endure, the power to rise, the resilience to recover, and then my additions, the longing to serve, and the passion to live joyfully. That's what I've received, and I hope you have as well. Congratulations on your graduation. Godspeed in the journey that awaits you, and thanks.